Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day building Lego with Delenn. We are hanging out today. I was playing a lot of Minecraft Bingo last weekend, a little bit on the weekend as well. So just taking that break and see how things are going. Now, first things first, we need to do an audio check because I haven't touched a thing other than what you just saw me physically move the mic. Beyond that, we haven't touched anything. Therefore, things should be fine, but I'm willing to bet they're not. So if anyone is able to let me know, that would be appreciated. Otherwise, we'll proceed until we find out that things aren't kosher. In the meantime, you are seeing here we are working on the Orient Express train, and we're starting on the second car, which is the sleeping car. So you can see there's the instructions on the screen there. Let's roll Geek out just in case. Get that out of the way. There we go. All right, so we have a couple of different things going on the screen. Today's question of the day is, do you prefer to drive or do you prefer to be a passenger, and why? And these are different situations and stuff. So as we get started here, we are on, I believe, I'm trying to remember what bag number, 12, I think, possibly, of about 23. So we've got a good ways to go. Okay, so first things first. I had to do this particular step already because I had to lock in a couple of things. So we're actually on this one. All right, so we need... I've done the knolling on the side, so we have a couple of pieces like that. Good morning, Gary. How are you today? Hopefully I'm not sounding too bad.
All aboard!
Oh boy. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Yellow!
Hello.
How are you guys doing today? I'm really hoping things are sounding all right for you. I'm actually a little panicked about that just because of the problems we had last week. It worked out on the weekend,
Hello.
but that's the way the gremlins go in this particular setup, is for some reason some days it works and some days it doesn't. But welcome on in. Thank you very, very much, Tom, for bringing people over to me in spite of not having Minecraft today. It's going to be a bit of a chill, relaxing sort of stream. Perfect. Thanks, Tom. That's great. All right. So we've got...
Hello.
Let's see. Welcome in Tom, Yellow, Mama Bear, Gary, Metalhead. Hello. And
Hello.
Fantastic Sherlock Fox. All good to see you guys. Welcome to another Monday. So I'm debating whether or not we'll do Mondays as Lego Day. We'll see how it goes this week, where my head's at and so forth. But if we did, it'd be something cheesy along the lines of like Make Monday. But we have a good amount of train. Actually, I'm going to pause for just one split sec and set this down just to... Where did I put the other box? I think I have the other box with me. Yeah, there it is. So for those of you that are aware, on the weekend... Oops, I'm going to show you just a sec. On the weekends, when I stream, it's become a bit of a tradition in our household that Delenn seems to get a new set of Lego. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox has once again stepped up to the plate and provided us a new one. So when, at some point in the future, we shall be building this one. That is, it says on the side, the Quidditch trunk. So that'll be the Harry Potter Quidditch trunk. It actually does fold away and stuff, although I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, it gets us all kinds of neat stuff that we can use. So that's a great one we've got coming in the pipe. Another one that's going to be in the pipe, we have the Ministry of Magic to do as well, which I'll set this on the other side. So we've got, that's just a little bit big. Let's just pull that down. Oops. So we've got the Ministry of Magic in the pipe as well, that we can build. And the third one that's in the pipe is... I've got a couple other ones in the back that are hard for you guys to see because I haven't actually pulled the background off, but we've got the Battle at Hogwarts from Harry Potter. We've also got Hedwig. I'll show you this one. Okay, so they've also got the Harry Potter Battle at Hogwarts to do. So that one's going to be a fun one as well. I know I'm a very big Harry Potter fan, and we've also got the Hedwig statue, which is kind of neat. This is one of the crank models, so its wings will move, which is really, really nice. And then last but not least, we have, trying to make sure everything doesn't fall. 1, 2, bit of a messy, precarious setup in here. Oh. So for once, one more non-Potter piece, we have the house from Up. So I'm excited to build any and all of these. So we'll see which one comes up, but we've got a good amount of Orient Express bags to work with. So let's just get on board with that one. All aboard, woo woo! So we've got a bit to do. There are a bunch of pretty ones. I've got space in the back for some of them. We'll see how it goes. We'll have to figure out how to fit all these in our house. There is now, Tom. Thank you very, very much for the 1,000 bits. I really do appreciate it, and that's quite the surprise as well. Thank you very much for being my biggest fan, Gary. I appreciate that as well. So for those of you that hadn't noticed, the biggest fan has been reset, and it's a little bit cheaper than it used to be. On the weekend, we set it back down to 5, and then it promptly started climbing again. But that's a great treat. Thank you so much. And apparently, for those that did not know, ads seem to snooze automatically if you're in the middle of a hype train. Aww. Okay. Whoa. Chill. Chill, stream, chill. That was a little wild. Thank you very, very much, Yellow. That's insane. I don't think I've had that happen before. That's really, really awesome. 10 gift subs. Oh, great. So gift subs, too. We've got Zeroed, somebody I don't recognize. Uwu, I believe. Neon Traveler, G Silas, Caring with Colors, PP Zerk, Distort Mania, Max Money, ITT Bot, and CJRV Williams. Well, Tom, guess your bot's going to be here a while. Thank you very, very much, Yellow. You like trains. Well, yeah, I do too. Trains are awesome. This would be my second train. I do have one of the Hogwarts Express trains that comes with platform 9 3/4. And I'm enjoying that one quite a lot. It needs to be built up a bit more. Okay, so this does fit right in the corner. Feels like it shouldn't fit. So there we are. Yeah, Yellow's types of trains are a little different than other people's types of trains. Thank you, everybody. It claims I'm about to beat my last record. Please do not feel the pressure to do so, because it's not about whether or not you'd break Dell. It's about the fact that your exchange for you guys is terrible. And so I appreciate that you guys come and that you visit and you see, and that's the important part for me. All right, so next step. So we've got a flat piece and seats. Oh, wow. Okay. Sure. And I'm hearing a bit of a weird echo, and I think I figured out why. Just give me a quick sec. There we go. Much better. I was monitoring my voice in my headset. I didn't realize I left the headset plugged in. Okay, we've got that one. Need a curve. And I'm hoping that's a towel. I'm going to pretend it's a towel, because if it's not, then yeah, it's a little creepy. Okay, square. One of these. Knolling is great, but then sometimes I forget when I take a break where I've put everything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's good. All right. So oh, Mama Bear, I apologize. Thank you very much for gifting that sub to Lord Snarl. I appreciate that very, very much. For those of you that are not aware, we used to raid Lord Snarl quite a lot. We don't as much anymore. Just too many options, too many choices. But they are trying to do a family-friendly and clean stream now. I'm not sure particularly what made them want to switch, but Lord Snarl is definitely doing that now. That does not necessarily mean that we're going to be increasing our number of raids to them. It's more of informationally for everybody. Let's see if I can get this one. Snap. Okay, I know I missed a step. Did I roll forward by 2? Nope, I just didn't follow the instructions. So, yeah. Throw that one out there. There are still some points upon which Starla and I disagree, but, you know, just because one disagrees doesn't necessarily mean that the person's not a great streamer or a great gamer. There we go. That fits better. Now it snaps on. I just punched the camera. I'm really not good at this whole camera biz because it punches everything. There we go. Okay. All right. And then this one we'll just snap on. Pin down here. There we go. So we got a towel. Just a little towel for drying your hands at the sink. And it has a little mirrored tile inside there, which is pretty cool. Okay, next one up. Slide that back. Looks like we're going to be doing the end caps. I'm going to bet we have to do this twice. Oh, nope, they're giving us separate instructions. Good. Okay, I like that. Cute. Yeah, it is really kind of cute. Here, let's just tip the train on its side for now. So it's kind of hard to see in there, but those sheets are very reflective, actually. I'll show you a little bit. So here's the sheet that it came off of, and you can see that it's really, really reflective. Okay, that's a great way to break things. Thank you very much, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Choo-choo! You got the left wing. Does that mean you already have the right one so that it matches? Okay, so let's see. We've got this one. Let's roll forward. It's like that one. And one of those. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox has gifted a subscription to Dadcraft. And R. And 2 of those blue panels. Muttering. Yep, so you've now got a pair. Ooh, those are beautiful. That is the Pride Wing Left. Sweet. I like that one. We used the free glitch. Should be. Twitch Global Mercy Wings for the pink ones for our raid emotes when we head out. And so I quite like that you've managed to pick up the set of the Pride ones. They look really sharp. It's one of those things that I might actually be tempting to use whether or not I supported that topic just because I like rainbow stuff. But it's as good a reason as any to support people. Because people are people. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I've got 2 curves. Where did I put them? Oh, there they are. Two. There we go. Sometimes the angles on this thing are a little bit confusing. All right. I'm shedding. So, looks like we've got 2 deep ones and 2 shallows, or shorts, I guess, whatever. You can call them whatever you want, I suppose, as long as it works. Yeah, that looks right for now. We're on to 181. Okay, I need... You were just after the wing set because you had the right one for so long. It's so tempting to make right wing, left wing comments on that one, but I think I'm going to leave it alone. But yeah, having matched sets, when they break it up like that, I think the more appropriate usage of it would be simply to say 1 wingy dingy, 2 wingy dingy. We know Tom's pretty wingy dingy, so that works well. Corners. Right. Oops. The thing about Lego, sometimes if you press too hard, it comes apart. Yeah. Around my house, I use that term wingy dingy far too much. I'm not even sure where I got on to start doing that. I could blame my dad, but I could blame my dad for a lot of things. He's got a really bad sense of humor. It's not just grandpa jokes now, it's like grandpa jokes that were dead and buried centuries ago. There we go, that snaps on nice and tight. Here's one end. And rinse and repeat. I think it probably is Lily Tomlin. Yeah, I'm quite a Lily Tomlin fan on the whole. There's some roles she did that I really did not like, but I am absolutely head over heels for All of Me. That's my absolute favorite. Followed by, for a while, she did a little bit of Sesame Street. And then eventually they passed that on to Dee Dee Conn. And then after that, they dropped the characters altogether. But unfortunately, that's to the point where I can frequently get Dee Dee Conn and Lily Tomlin mixed up, which is too bad. Because both are very talented actresses. Where did you see the setup posted? It was in Dadcraft's Discord, and I think it was in the Patreon channel. And he had 3 laptops in the picture, but one of those is his work laptop. So that sits up off to the side and plugs into his big monitor when he's doing work. But yeah, that was one of our treats. He used to have a smaller desk. So on his smaller desk, it would not have actually had a whole lot of space for quite so many devices. But having multi-monitor is something that he's wanted for a while. We used to work for a company that did pipeline control systems, and that they would have huge monitors with regular size font on them. So, for example, you'd be sitting right normal monitor distance from your screen, about the size that you would have for a book. Let me just double check. I happen to be there. This one. It was in relation to Bingo, probably. But I'm not sure if it was there or the patron chat in response to the request that you stream it, which is a little bit... Oh, it is. It's in the discussion chat, so you may need to open it up further. But yeah, he's got quite a lot of stuff. I'm going to ask him to post a copy of that in somewhere in my Discord as well, if he's got the picture handy, just because now that we're talking about it, some of the more people may want to actually see that. So for those of you unaware, most of you already know, we have a March Madness sweeping the community from Dadcraft. He's got us all on the bingo bandwagon. Hey, Casual Carrot, welcome on in.
Hello.
Oh, noticeably kinder Orient Express this time. Yeah, you did see my last one built in Minecraft. This one is definitely a little bit more chill. The train you see across the bottom of the screen is sort of the aim when we're done. So for those of you that aren't aware, the Dadcraft community, of which I'm a member, are doing a March Madness with the Minecraft Bingo, I guess, also known as Fetcher. And so a ton of us have been practicing, and I needed a huge break from that because I've been playing too much and still getting distracted. What did I do wrong? Because I know there's something else supposed to be happening here that I didn't do. Because I skipped an entire step. Great. Well, that helps. But in any case, so Fantastic Sherlock Fox is involved in the Bingo Madness as well, and had posted a picture of his desktop set up for attempting to stream it. And he's not going to be a regular streamer, but he said he would definitely stream his bingo to start with and see how things go. So he's got a huge monitor, like, I mean, ridiculous. Basically, it's 4 monitors in one. And that's really how it works in behind the scenes too. Is it's a lot of brains that allow you to spread desktop across 4 monitors, but it's sort of a 2x2, and so there's a lot of monitor there to deal with. But the scene looks kind of ridiculous because he's got 3 laptops in the shot, and that's just because 2 of them are his. One's a PC, one's a Windows machine, one's a Mac, and then he's got a Windows machine for work, which is in the shot in the side. So it looks like he's got an awful lot of computers, but he generally doesn't run them all at once. But we had a slightly smaller desk, and he needed a little more real estate, so he got this super huge monitor. But it blew my mind when some of the people at his old job were actually using monitors that big for everyday work. A lot of it being text lines. Like, if you imagine all of the chat with alternating colors and a single line of text going all the way across your screen, if it was probably 224 side by side, I think, in width and about the same in height, and the whole thing is like, 12-point font at best. It's tiny. And there's people who run pipelines with screens and screens and screens of that stuff. I don't know how they don't end up with headaches. Tom's just sitting there nerding out on the desktop setup. Mine is a bit of a spoil as well. I've got triple head. And so the one I've got in the center is a lovely 27, and then I've got 2 sideways turned 24s, I think. Nope, that doesn't work. I can't remember. They're big. But in any case, it's a spoil. And it just occurred to me, I think I missed the same step the last time. Okay, let's turn this one around and get it mounted. I'm going to rip the other one off and see if I missed a step on there, because I shouldn't still have pieces on that previous one. Back it up. Yep, I did exactly what I missed exactly the same step. I think I got talking to you and distracted myself. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. As I said, you press too hard, you pull too hard, and things come apart. Cool. Oops. Yeah, that's right. This one needs to actually stand up. Trying to get the door back on, and I did a dumb. There we go. It's better. Okay. Arch can go back on. It's embarrassing, but hey, it happens. There we go. Okay, that part's bare. Okay, and then the panels. I'm not super impressed with the way these little wedge pieces go on, because really they're only attached at one end until you get stuff over top. Okay. Yeah, so you can see from the slots in the back that I missed pieces. But I'm used to them not always having stuff underneath, because Lego frequently doesn't put, like, they'll make use of pieces, but they don't necessarily support them at all times. Okay, that one, that one. If you want to know how bad I missed a step entirely, the big giveaway is that if you take a look on this right-hand end, the center section is raised. And the one that I had put on there before was not. There we go. My brain, for some reason, is trying to search for a Doc McStuffins song about everybody making mistakes, and I'm like, no thanks. Stop it, brain. So our Geek Out has been switched, and the topic currently is Disney Miscellaneous 2 Animated Remakes of Classic Films. Huh, that's a hard one. Animated remakes of classic films. The Little Mermaid is definitely one, because there was a Little Mermaid sort of Hans Christian Andersen combo thing with Danny Kaye, I suppose. That's one. They did Robin Hood. I mean, it's been done a bazillion times by everybody and their dog. Those are probably the two I'm thinking of. Let's roll it. That's a tough one. Okay, pop culture party category movies. 2 film directors who've had roles in other directors' films. Two. Okay, I got that one. Okay, that's put right. We're back down. We've got the roof on the other end. Okay, great. Now we're doing mirrors with stickers. And the trays are scarily empty, so we are probably going to be doing some knolling sorting pretty quick. This one is annoyingly shiny in my face while I'm trying to do this. You can see it's picking up all sorts of light. Let's see if I can get it just right. There we go. It's really shiny, you think? Let's get that one put down. Ugh, it's one of those dumb days where my fingers are in the way, even if it's not on the sticker itself. And it's crooked, but not as bad as the other one had been. Okay. Then this one will go on this end of the train here. I can get it to... There we go. Next, we're on bag 13. Lucky, lucky 13. Grabbing that one. Okay. And just pulling out the extra bits. Because there's always extra bits, but if I don't put them in the spot where I can find them later. Right. Oh, 2 baby bags. Alrighty. One. And 2. I'm static today. We had an interesting saga with the dryer this weekend, while still technically ongoing. We unfortunately have a situation where the heating coil has decided it's not going to heat. The dampness sensor is correct, and it keeps telling us, oh, more time needed. Well, can't. Nothing's happening. So we got to the point where you can air fluff things to pieces, and that'll help speed up a little bit compared to the air in the room, but not a whole ton. So we're going to have to get a technician out, and we're not keen on that one because the dryer is... How many years old now? We're looking at probably at least 15, I guess. 15 years old, if not more. So, yeah, never fun. And the last time we had someone out, they said, you're just being picky and you're running your dryer too hard, and trust the timer, it'll be fine. Which worked for a while, and now it's just not heating at all. So we're bringing the same company back out again, but we may end up being in the market for a new dryer and potentially a new company. Just because they say it's fine. We're like, yeah, no, it's not. Go away. Right. Oops, I'm dropping things as I try to put them into the trays. You're grabbing things that are like one piece and going, I'm going to put those in the tray. That's not so smart. You have to check that, Tom. Oh. Yeah, it's probably one of our old NAS drives that we will clean before we do much else with it in the house. It could also be one of the ones that Fantastic Short Fox had hanging around from our old NAS that he was intending to use for us to potentially bare metal and rebuild my computer to try and scare off the gremlins. You never know. I would assume that there's method to the madness, which I can't guarantee that either. There's definitely madness to any method we use. Four. This is one of those dumb ones where there's a lot of ones. I don't like ones just because they take up a lot of space to store. Like your honesty? Yeah. For sure. I try. Alright. I have some of those, don't I? Oh, no, guess not. Like going, how many trays do I want today? Let's just put them in one of the white ones. I've got white trays, but they glare on the screen, so I'm trying not to use them on camera. No, it's the same thing. Some of those over there. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you realize you've got more than one of something when you finally go to sort them. I think a bunch of those. I have more trays. I run out of space, I have more trays. What's this? Wedges. Alright. I try to be honest. There's not much else for it. I mean, the thing about dishonesty is you never know when it's going to come back and bite you. And so, yeah, it's just not worth your time. I'm looking over the shoulder going, I'm just throwing everything on the floor here. This will be an interesting mess to clean up when we're done. Okay. Sort. I could dig through the pieces, but then it's a lot of shuffly kind of stuff going on. Really not necessary. Oh, that's a cool piece. I have a weird feeling we're going to be building plumbing fixtures. Which is not something LEGO normally does. They often skip that. Okay, I need more trays. So a lot of these, I mean, these are all 3D printed trays that Fantastic Sherlock Fox put together for me. They are, the vast majority of them are grid finity, so you can just barely see the framing that's on the bottom here. So free on the internet for those that are 3D printing types. And they do often have versions where you can put magnets in the bottom, and the magnets will, well, do what magnets do. You know, keep things stuck together. We didn't go for the magnet version of the trays because I just don't need that. I have only once hit the edge and made a huge mess all over the floor. So, yeah, knock on wood and all that jazz. I don't want this one. I'd rather have one of these. Oh, no, it's the same size. Okay, oh, guess we're going with this. For some reason I thought I had the bigger ones handy, but that's okay. If I can't find a part, it's in the little tray. And of course the music has to play 1970s style while I'm sorting here. Yay. I do have more of the other ones, it's just they're in another project right now. So one of the things we were doing for a long time was, what's the word? I don't remember. Like 5 minutes, so 5 minutes of LEGO Redeem. And the 5 minute, ooh, don't like that. Okay. The 5 minute LEGO Redeems were, at the moment we have some brickheads on the way, so I've got a Minerva McGonagall that's just sitting waiting. And at some point when we get back to LEGO that isn't time sensitive like the bingo games are, then we'll get back into having that redeem available for those that are into that sort of thing. Geek Out has changed, and we are into sci-fi. 2 characters from the X-Files. No, I'm not showing off the watch. I'm trying to block the background. Like a bazillion of these little bits everywhere. Oh, we've got a neat little printed tile this time. That's kind of nice. You can see that they've got extra, and you can't read anything more than that, but it does look like it's trying to be words. That's pretty cool. Staring at things funny going, I've got a tray with this in it, and I don't know where I put it. Fine, have another slot. That's okay. 2 there. 1, 2, 3. This is why we print a lot of these trays. Fantastic Sherlock Fox recently built a version of the Stranger Things house, so it's got a main size and an upside down. Disadvantage was it was secondhand, which is great, you know, price point and all, but it was very large because they weren't able to put things back in, you know, the original bags or the original sorting. Therefore, you had to sort the entire thing all over a coffee table and lots of little trays. Definitely did not envy him that one. So we've got ourselves a keyboard typewriter. That's cool, like a classic typewriter. Yeah, that thing from before computers. Put that in over there. We have not so little trays today. And that one over here. There's some that when I have enough contrast I can figure out what they are and they can go sharing spaces. One. I have one of those days where I cannot for the life of me seem to see something once I put it in a spot. Ooh, we've got more little lamp things. Those are cool. Right. The cups, it's probably a bedside table of sorts. I know I had one of these. Where did I put that? Over there. Okay. Gold. The only drawback to using Gridfinity trays is they have a little inner lip on the top edge. And yeah, that's not helping. Okay, let's see. Quickly skimming to see if I duplicated anything badly. Well, yes I have, but just not badly. Yeah, I don't need one of these trays, that's good. 1, 2. Alright. Red one out of the road. Some more space for some of these Gridfinity. Ooh! And I nearly dumped the one I just talked about. Okay, let's get white out of the road for now. We'll put them a little bit off camera up top. See if I can actually see into them when I need them. Alright. Oops. Where'd that go? Missed one. There we go. Okay, first steps first. So, we are working on what appears to be another bathroom. So we're going to need the towel roll piece. Set that down here. And one of the gold things, I just moved those. That, okay. These two, the shoulder shapes. Okay. Nope, not those. Call them shoulder shapes because they remind me a lot of pauldrons from Armor. Of course, there we go. But you can see from the square edge, there's very, very easy to get stuck in the tray, right in the edges. Okay, this one and this one. Geek Out. 2 characters from the X-Files. How about Fox Mulder, Dana Scully, the Smoking Man? Close enough, yep. Okay, 2 characters from Adventure Time. I have not watched Adventure Time. I have heard plenty of people talking about Adventure Time, so I'm fairly certain somebody in chat should probably know about Adventure Time. Alright, so I think that's a sink. Put that in the corner. And then we have a roll of towel. Do the 2 main ones count? Sure, why not? Yep, just any 2 characters from Adventure Time. Right. Oddly enough, Casual Carrot, I actually thought you were the one that might know. Okay, gold. Finn and Jake, yay! Awesome. Alright, so now we've got a faucet, I guess? They want, oh, I see. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to actually... There. That's our faucet. I'm not even sure what that piece normally is at a different color. Okay, now. Wow, drawing a blank today. Nope, nope, that's not it. These. I moved the trays, now I've mentally forgot where I put things. There we go. This one. Put 1 and 2 up top. And let's see, where is this one? One of those. 2, 4, 6. Yep, that's it. Okay. You ever have one of those days where somebody in your family will like text you about something, and then by the time they've texted you, you've got no idea what on earth they're talking about? I just had my mother text me. It pops up on the screen. For those of you that have Windows and an iPhone, it's provided you're running Windows 11. There's an app called Phone Link, which I find very handy. And it just allows you to connect your phone, usually by Bluetooth, to your computer. So you get notifications and pop-ups and whatever about basically all your notifications you'd have on your phone. And that's great. But sometimes I get a message and it didn't pick up on the previous portion of that message because the phone was out of range initially, so I get the second half, and I'm wondering what on earth they're talking about. Yeah. So the pop-up on the screen, pop-up on the screen is really, really handy. But the other nice part about it, if I actually put this piece in, the other nice part about it is that is that provided it's not a multi-person conversation, you can respond from your computer as well. So that's really helpful. She uses text messages to me as a notepad for her, so I get random texts for things she needs to remember. Good grief. I'll admit we don't do that one. Quite a long time ago, Fox and I started sharing one of, the family to-do list. So we have a family to-do list on the account, and so random things will pop up on the list every once in a while from Fox, but more commonly from me, just to make sure that neither of us forgets about whatever on earth it was. Okay. I could have sworn I put that in. Oh, there we go. So yeah, there's things that show up on that list that's kind of honeydew list stuff, but not necessarily directly honeydew stuff, but things that we both need to be aware of. And no, yesterday's comments about about booking teacher conferences, which we have to do this week. We're not on that list. That was an email. Okay, so we need... It's like one of those, where did I put it? Okay, so we need the flat ones that don't have little bumps on them. Like I had them, where did I put them? Oh. There we go. Oops. Pressed up on the other side and it came up apart. Let's be square-ish. Yeah, definitely works for iPhone now, so totally take a look at that. It's native for Android. I shouldn't say native, but they've had it for Android for quite a long time, but now they've got it for iPhone, which is really, really helpful. I'll admit I even get lazy sometimes and use my iPad instead, so I've got the iPad sitting right in front of the computer, and it still will do that. You can have one or the other, and it's kind of dumb when I've got the iPad there because literally the iPad has a Bluetooth keyboard on it. So I could actually just respond with the Bluetooth keyboard. I'm just being lazy. Okay, so that one, that one. Now we need one with the bumps. So, the drawback, of course, as always, is the easier it is to get the messages, the more people expect a near instant response. My daughter was having to deal with that yesterday. Being a weekend, we think it's reasonable for people to be able to take time off. Like that would, time off meaning like not instant responding or staying by your phone at all times, particularly when they're kids. That should be an allowed thing. But she's got a few friends that for some ridiculous reason insist on spamming her to high heaven and then accusing her of ghosting them when she's actually just had a Sunday with the family. It's like, okay, if you can't chill. And my daughter was very kind about it. And her friend's like, but look how mean you can be, and the friend dug up something from like a year ago, and I'm thinking, really? You must have way too much time on your hands. And it was funny because just the previous week, this friend's father, who I scout lead with, was going on about how well that they're able to help control their daughter's phone usage. And? Okay. So, yeah, it wasn't great. Yellow's an expert at ghosting people. You know, honestly, when it comes to Discord ghosting, I think Fantastic Sherlock Fox has that one down. We were joking about it a few weeks ago. I think it actually might have been in Diacraft's stream about joking about the fact that if you want to get hold of Fantastic Sherlock Fox, sometimes you have to get hold of me first, and then I pass the message and it becomes a honeydew list item or a hounding, which is not fair, but I'm just being honest. There you go, Carrot. Honesty. About the fact that, yeah, sometimes if you want to get hold of Fox, you gotta get hold of me. But then the truth is that sometimes it goes the opposite way as well. If you actually want me to do something, then sometimes you have to get hold of Fox first. Because Delenn is not always 100% reliable on that front either. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Can you do this for me? Are you there? Yeah. Eventually the two girls got it sorted out, but it was really quite funny to see my daughter so frustrated. She says, I don't know when this friend will ever grow up. And I laugh because the friend is actually about 3 months older than my daughter. So, yeah. I think this is what I thought. Okay. Lego, where are you going with this? Yeah, that is what I thought it was. Okay. We have ourselves a toilet in progress. There you go. Classy, Lego. Very, very classy. I mean, of course you need one on a train, clearly. So there is an element of realism to it. But often it's one of those things that if you can't get as many say, sleeping chambers on the train as the real thing would normally have. You just skip the facilities and say it's a representative. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So when I did this Orient Express train in Lego last season, in Minecraft last season, I actually did just that. I found out a way to put more sleeping places in the train rather than referencing the washrooms, because it didn't feel like the washrooms part was all that relevant. Okay. I'm looking for one of those ones I know where I had put it somewhere. There we go. This bit. There. And then I'm looking for a 1x2 flat tile. The problem with all this sorting is then I can never find anything. Where is it? Okay, not in that one. Nope, not in there. 1x2 flat tiles. Really? There it is. In the one tray, it's off screen entirely. Well, the number of times that DC uses the term yellow, I never know what he's referring to. Sometimes it's referring to yellow in chat here. Other times it's referring to sourdough starter. So I just kind of gave up. I just kind of nod and smile a bit. Yep. Not to mention half the time it's you had to be there types of things. Okay, so I guess we need a toilet roll beside the toilet. The facilities of the loo. Okay, we've got. Now there's that dang yellow, the cowardly Lego guy. Ooh, yeah. That's true. Well, it's actually mildly funny that DC is occasionally hanging out in other Lego streams and some of the same ones as Fox and I, just because I was in one of those streams not that long ago, and Maribel Jade was in there too, and she goes, "It's almost like you guys are stalking me." And my response was, "Well, yeah, you've got good taste. Of course we'd stalk you," which came out all wrong at the time. And I was like, uh-oh. Should have said that. I should not have said that at all. Do I even have a... can't find it.
Shouldn't have said that.
You know? Moments. Aha! Privacy screens. Nice. Okay, so we'll install it the way they want. There we go. I don't know about you, but the wooden toilet lid is a nice touch. No way! Alright, what have we got now? So it looks like we're making the desktop, which I always like. They look really good. This one. Inverted clear. It's over here. Oops. These clear pieces are always hard to work with, so I'm not surprised if you're having a bit of a challenge seeing it. Then we get to use the little cupcake pieces as lamps again. There we are. Lovely little desk lamp. With a coffee cup and a plate. I saw those once upon a time. There's the cup. White circle plate. I only think I saw one. Oh. That's because I did the sink wrong. Okay, well, backing it up. This is twice today. It's got to be a record. I don't have a hashtag oops or hashtag derp. I keep saying I'm going to build one and I keep forgetting. All right. Uh-oh, that's inconvenient. Geek out. Lego solving the age-old question which way the toilet paper should be installed in the bathroom, it seems. I'm the, because I don't have pets who would mess with it, I am the over-the-top variety. However, I staunchly believe that should one actually have pets, then in that case, you need to have the roll going down the back. And the reason for that is because with cats, they'll claw it forwards. And if you don't want it to be unrolled, then have it go down the back, because then the loose end will flip over the top. But I don't have pets, so therefore it can go the other direction. Honestly, the direction that the toilet roll goes is far less consequential to me than training kids to remember to change the roll when it's empty. So, yeah. What have we got here? Okay. Looks like we're in one of those eras where I'm not quite sure it's in the corner, but it could be yet another booze container. It seems like back in the day, smoking things and booze containers were everywhere. That may not be what this is, and it's having a hard time going straight. Yeah, there we go, close enough. Kids? MC's still trying to train me. I'm a lost cause maybe, though. Well, one of the things that works well is, even though we don't have them trained to change the roll, they're actually not that bad at doing the chore on the weekend, where you tell them to run around and restock all the spare rolls, which at least means then we're going to actually have rolls within arm's reach should one need them. So that helps a lot. So if they don't change it, then you can easily reach a new one. Alright. I'll pull this back a little bit and see if I can get it to get a bit better angle on that. There we go. Not quite, but it works. Alright, next up. So, looks like we're almost halfway. Oh, all right, we're into fun pieces. So we've got, put that one, the typewriter. Kind of a neat method. So I'll walk it through. Ding dong! Finally, somebody was here first. Welcome in, Terrier Darts. Welcome, welcome. All right. I like the way they're doing this. We've got a couple of little clips that just hold a crossbeam, which would be your paper roller section of the typewriter.
Hello?
And then we've got the printed piece with the typewriter stuff in front. So that's actually a pretty cool typewriter. The lighting doesn't work too well, but yeah. There we go. Lovely little typewriter there. I like that. Which, of course, goes on the desk. Now we've got ourselves a couch. I thought about doing Lego like this on the weekend, particularly since Friday I didn't get my Lego break, and I was kind of bummed about that. But I decided that, yeah, it really was not Minecraft themed, and that seems to be the main sort of piece that holds a lot of the DC community together. That doesn't mean it'll always be like that. If it turns out that I return to, like I did last year, doing a couple of different slots, as DC had mentioned, as he does 2 different slots on the weekend, it can be a lot of Minecraft, and sometimes you just want to do something else for a change. So if I did that, there might be some Lego at some point, but I would probably try and return, I could say, to my Lego roots, and I'd probably do a Potter related thing at that point, but we'd have to see, because I'm not sure I could sucker or find our fine patron into giving us a play-by-play of the book involved at the time. Because some of DC's summaries of the Potter books are absolutely hilarious, and I love them. That. 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, it's not just, Barry Trotter and the such and such. We get all kinds of craziness. Part of it was just because we love to razz people in the community who are even bigger Potter fans. Our buddy Ross is a huge Potter fan, and we love to tease her mercilessly. Also, anybody who comes in new and doesn't know tries to correct people, and oh, do we tear them apart sometimes. It's like, you haven't been here. You're too new. But then they catch up fairly quickly. Let's see, 1 block over? Oh, we have a preset spot. Okay, we're good. There we go. Your couch is in the train. Oops. I don't know why I do things and then I have a habit of turning them around so they're not the same direction as the picture. It's going to kill me in the game, like in getting this done someday. Because then I'm not going to have anything going the right direction, and I'll make a bigger mistake than I've already made. I'd say twofer is probably, or twice is probably the biggest mistake I've made recently. There's that one. I just saw the wedge. There we go. Once again, it stuck itself to the edge of the box. Okay, that's the top right, and I've got another platform piece. Sorry, Lego, but red outlines when you've got red pieces in the shot is not helpful. Two, 3, and there's supposed to be another one like this that's in brown. I'm just trying to figure out where I put that one. It's a solo by itself, but I've got it in some other tray that I can't see. No, it's not over there. Well, let's build the part we can, and then I'll dig around for the other one a little bit. 2 of them anyways. All right, so these go in the corners. Clearly this is a bed. At least that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so we need 2 for the sides there. Where did I put them? It's like when I've got 2 of something, I would think, oh, you're not going to lose that. But of course, I just did. Okay, so it's not in there. Not in there. Okay, it's not that one, which I can move anyway. That tray out of the way. It's not up there or up there. Oops. Ah, reddish brown. Okay. Found it. Oh, those glare horribly. And back up top. All right, so then we've got this. Sec. Okay, so there is still a dot open the center. I guess we don't need to do anything with that. 213 says... Ouch. 1. Doesn't say ouch. 2. This one. one, and that one. Very, very white. Now what do we need? More pieces from the white tray, lovely. 1, 2. Pillows. That actually looks kind of comfortable. Well, then again, maybe not. Maybe a little lumpy. There we are. Come on. 1, 2, 4, 6. Okay, there we go. One, and 2 by 1. That goes in here. Oops. We got a little box inside. Oh. I guess we put a jewel in there. A little purple or blue jewel. It's kind of hard to see. The problem with this particular lighting setup is if I turn it up one more bit so you guys can see this with saturation and stuff, then my hands are like crazy white. So I don't know. It just does not like me. Way. Sorry. What would I do without you, Fantastic Shot Fox? I dread the day I have to find out. Okay. So I guess it's supposed to be a secret compartment with the jewel in it? Okay. Oh, getting warm in here. Give me a sec. You might hear a beep. Apologies. I'm in a basement room, so sometimes the household forced air furnace gives plenty of heat, and other days I'm kind of cold. So today I thought I was going to be cold, and I planned for that. It turns out I was not correct. It's kind of toasty. One. Like what we're seeing. And then the newspaper goes on top. With a wedge. Where did I put the wedges? I saw them. Go. Geek Out has changed 2 characters from the TV show Lost. Is that really sci-fi? I know it's fiction. I don't know if it's sci-fi. Soft sci-fi? Geek Out's out to get you. Yep. Yep, it's out to get you to give somebody else a turn for change. Lost was a big thing for a long time, but it wasn't something we got into. All right. Where did I see that part? Nope. Those. Roy, Hugo, and Jack and Reynolds, and there you go. Hugo and Jack. Wow. I couldn't tell you if you're right or not. Honestly, I couldn't. You could have probably said Bozo the Clown, and that's probably one of the few things that would catch my attention. Be like, no, I don't think so. The thing about these sets, as Fantastic Shock Fox and I were discussing, is that partly for economy of putting it together, and partly for the purposes of just reducing confusion in case you get it all muddled together. We have, say for example on the bottom here, we've got 2 3-stud long pieces, even though we are well aware that 6-stud pieces exist. And they just went with that. So it's probably a reduction of confusion. There's really no point for that break. Especially when you go to put one of those gold pieces exactly the same right on top of the whole shebang. Geek out. Bonzo and Krusty the Clown would be another giveaway as well. Alright. More. I swear I'm not putting in all of the Pixar stuff. Seriously, I still have like half the deck to go. And it's yeah. I think it's a lot of Disney. Okay. Pixar Animation, 1 villainous character who has a change of heart. Really? Really? We're talking Pixar Animation, not DreamWorks. So just... I mean, I would love to simply be like... or to be simply talking about... oh, what's his name? A Despicable Me character. But unfortunately, I'm not sure that qualifies. I can't remember who made that one. I think Minions is DreamWorks. If it wasn't, Bob Iger and crew would have stolen it and had it all over the Disney parks by now. Kind of sad when I'm looking at the Lego instructions and I'm thinking, oh, this is a step I can do. I actually know where those pieces are because it's few and far between. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing Butterfingers fumbling. Okay, there we go. Fancy, fancy bedside. Huh. Okay. Good. I'll show these up close in a second here, just because they are tiny. Oh man. Alright, so let's get this bit built and then I'll show it closer. What is it? Big? Yep, that way. So... Yep, Fantastic Shock Fox occasionally has a special kind of lag. It's called meeting lag. It's called pay the bills lag. I can't remember the name of the villainous character in Toy Story 4. That's what I'm thinking of now, is, yeah, because in Toy Story 4, the nasty doll has a bit of a change of heart because she really just wanted to be cared for and loved by some kid. And of course, when our heroes make that happen, that totally changes her world. Okay, so this one, coming up close, we've got some Julie type of bedside bits. It's pretty cool. Now we're up for stickers again, which apparently is directional. Lovely. directional stickers are a pain on circular pieces, or on any other pieces where you put them on stuff first. So let's see if I can get this one going. Which way up do they want it? You want to see, we've got a circular one there at the desk, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge because apparently that curved carpety sort of shape is actually the roof of the train car at the top. And I get that straight enough to satisfy myself anyway. Aha! There we go. Nailed it. All right. I'm impressed, actually, because I didn't think about, there's a little line on the ceiling, on the top edge. You can sort of see the little line right at the top, up in here, that could actually be level with the lines on the other side, and I didn't even notice that one. I was just trying to guess it straight, so we got lucky. Got lucky. Although, I will admit, very, very helpful X-Acto knife, because when things go wrong, you can get underneath and do far less damage to it when you go to peel off and replace the sticker. If this Lego build was an evening slot, it's not, but if it was an evening slot, I would just about betcha that by the time Dadcraft got his day done, he'd be sitting there sorting Lego while he's been watching. I admit I do something similar sometimes. Just sit there sorting away. I don't have a whole lot right now in my collection because I keep mine separate from the kids. Not that I have any lack of trust in them. It's more that I'd be worried I'd be using their pieces that they would want. So I keep mine separate from theirs. And therefore there's not a whole lot of sorting, putting away the bits that are extra from some of the sets. Okay, what's on the bottom? That is a couple of the 1x2s. Rotate it around this way. President Business the Second. Oh man, I don't use any Craggle. Never. Actually, the other one that is funny is because I don't glue things down in puzzles either, although there have been times that I've thought about it. Oh, I see. Okay, it goes on the back of this one. I've thought about it for some jigsaw puzzles because I don't usually mount them on the wall. I don't do a whole ton of jigsaw puzzles, though there's a couple that I've got in the wings that need to be done. Ooh, I thought this was a desk at first. I guess not. It's a bunk bed. Come on, snap on. Okay, so on our Richie Rich side, you've got the picture over the head of the bed, and then on the bunk bed side, put that down there. Soon the Craggle will be coming out. No, oops. No, although I do intend to add extra characters to this when we're done, because there will not be enough characters. And frankly put, the bedroom section does not have enough space for all of the characters. In that respect, the one in Minecraft was a little bit closer, because there was supposed to be enough that all of the characters in the Orient Express novel had sleeping quarters in the same car. At least I believe so. I'll have to reread to find out for sure. But definitely 3 doesn't cut it. Okay, so this one. There we go. But the yeah, that crazy glue concept kind of bugs me. I mean, I will admit I've seen people do it in isolated situations where it made sense. Sometimes you'll find pieces that, for whatever reason, it just doesn't stick. You got it correct, you've followed all the instructions to the letter, and it just will not stay put. So I've seen that, you know, in isolated cases, but that's when people know that they've done that. I mean, I was listening to the local brick shop the other day, and somebody was talking on his stream about wanting to take a Dremel tool to some of their Lego pieces in order to cut channels for a lighting kit. It's like you really hope that in that case that you're not getting pieces that are difficult to replace and rather unique, because that would be a very, very expensive mistake. So they were talking on stream about suggesting alternate types of pieces that could be used rather than actually putting channels on things, because yeah, that would be rough and a half. So this is a backgammon board sticker that we're just getting placed here. And up. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. The worst bit about peeling it off, though, is then you've got a curve to deal with. I think this placement's going to be worse. It's worse, but I might just leave it. Nope, we got lucky. It wasn't worse. So what my issue was with it the first time around was that it was cockeyed as well as too far up to the top. Oops. I'm breaking the legs off the table. Can't send Dell on a train anywhere. She'll break stuff. We're just putting a little table lamp on. There we are. Okay, so here's the backgammon table. Alrighty. And you can sort of see in the top corner there that we have gotten past the halfway point. Our little teeny tiny mini figure, I'm pointing at the mouse, you can't see, that's not going to help anybody. But the teeny tiny mini figure on the instruction screen, just about there, more or less, has gotten onto the second half of the pages because the page numbers, for those that are following, are over here. So we finally got to the second, which means we are onto a new bag, and it says, next stop, Bucharest. This vibrant city is our next stop. The Grand Boulevards bustle with activity. Yes, Grand, take your pick. That means then the secret diamond, I guess, is underneath the bed. That's an odd place to put it. Okay, bag 14 it is. More windows. Oh, come on. They're not allowed to make the bags Delenn proof. Another mini bag. A lot of window pieces. The more to get fingerprints on, the more to be fussy about, right? Oops. I love these red trays. These are great. One, two, three, four. Flat. All right, that one. Mini bag, come on. Nope. That's kind of weird. In the mini bag, there were, I don't know why they do that, but there's an awful lot of these pieces, and yet a bunch of them already came in the main bag. Oh well, there's probably a reason, I guess, but they're certainly the same thing. bigger one. Okay, let's rock this bag. Into frame. As I may have mentioned the last time I did this, I usually try and put the Lego. There's always, I don't know if I can show this or not. Nope, doesn't show very well. Okay, you can kind of barely see. It's difficult to show on camera, but there's a little bit of Lego ready. You can sort of see the texture to it, and I usually try and hide that. I mean, I'm proud of the kit being made by Lego, but I usually try and hide that. So if there's a bit of a ridge or an edge I can work with, then I usually do. Hey, Little Pirate, how are you today? Will you be go today, or will you be taking some time for yourself? Inquiring minds want to know. I'd say for a friend, but I'd be lying. Not even if that friend is me. But always glad to see you could make it, my fine pirate friend. They're building vertically this time. Okay. Because they can. You'll be having some slight tech issues with your Stream Deck, so maybe a little late. Yeah. I do find with my Stream Deck, in case it helps you, I find that although I've got a button set up that fires up all the programs that I use for my streams, I find I do that, then I have to quit the Stream Deck and restart it so that the software boots up after OBS, and then I don't have a problem with it. So I don't know if that's helpful at all or not, but that's definitely something I run into on a regular basis. Hey Silas, how you doing? Always good to see more friends. This one. I think I showed you a shot of my screen, or a shot of my desk at the moment. I've got all gifts from Fantastic Sherlock Fox because I keep waffling about whether or not to buy things myself. But I've got one of the 15 button decks, so 5x3. One of the 8 button plus 4 knob dealios, the Stream Deck Plus. I've got a foot pedal underneath the desk here, and I've paid for that one. I did do myself. I paid for the full Stream Deck app for my phone, tablet, etc. So yeah, the nice part about that is you pay for it once and you can use it forever. Now, a lot of times though, they show you on the page, they show you that you can, what's the word, subscribe, and you're like paying through forever sort of deal. But I think if you pay, it's like in Canadian, it was about $50. You get the thing for lifetime. That's still cheaper than one of the Stream Deck's hardware, so I figured that was worth it. Let's see, when did that one? Preferences. So I'm out a little bit on the Stream Deck. I've still got 6.5.0, but thank you for the heads up, Tom. I will grab the update after the stream. Nice to know. Remind me later. Problem that it isn't opening up. Ooh, that's not fair. Not allowed! Stream Deck, shame on you. Yeah, Stream Decks are great. I was actually watching, what was it the other day? I can't remember, something with Fantastic Sherlock Fox last night. And we were, watching something else. And it was Nutty, I believe, that had their Stream Deck picture on. I got recommended to us. And, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of buttons on his desk. So Nutty is a YouTube YouTube content creator who does, well, Most of the time I wouldn't watch their stream because they're not generally family friendly, although they're quite useful. So if it's just you kind of thing, it might be worth it. But if you have any, friends or kids kicking around, yeah, don't watch Nutty. But as I said, they're very, very useful. And the informational stuff, like they're not F-bomb people or anything like that, but the informational stuff is quite helpful. And they've got 2 of the really big stream decks, and then one of the knobby ones, and so like it's 2, and then the knobs in the middle. And I'm looking down while I'm doing that. Good grief. So yeah, he's got big one, knobs in the middle, and then the pedals underneath on the floor. And I didn't realize that I was actually close to that. One of the other silly perks about having the app is actually, as Fantastic Shock Fox and I were discussing, he's a pacer. So Fantastic Fox loves to walk around while he's on his phone calls and listening to streams and stuff. And so the nice part about the app is that because that Bluetooths to the computer most of the time, then you can pace, with your phone in your hand just loosely, and still be able to trigger your Stream Deck buttons, which is completely pointless, but kind of handy at times. The Bluetooth can be a little flaky though, so if you're the kind of person that wants to use your iPad or your phone or whatever else as your Stream Deck, generally I recommend to plug it into your computer by wire. It just seems to be more reliable. All right. We have a lot of windows. This one. We must be getting close to the end because close to the end of this particular window row because we've got 2 of those little feet things side by side. Yeah, I'm going to try and get that one after. I would love it if we didn't actually have that issue with OBS, but I blame OBS, actually. Which, 9 chances out of 10, that's probably needing an update too. One of my plugins was out of date before I started today. There we go. Okay, which window is this? The outside. Alright, they're smart about it. Uh-oh, I had problems with this the last time. The tolerances are great, but if I squish it not enough, then pieces don't always quite want to fit in. There we go. I have missed steps. Glenn doesn't pay attention. Because I did the bag, and I didn't do these pieces. Like, how smart. Smart. Okay. But I put the big thing on, I'm like, it doesn't fit. Well, yeah, because Brainiac. Alright. What's this? 3rd derp for the day, or is it 4th? I can't recall. Don't really know if we need a derp counter per se, but maybe we could, I've actually been collecting oops sounds. Sounds kind of odd to do, but yeah. I've been collecting oops noises in a folder. So my bot actually can pull a sound from a folder and just give you a random one. That's how all those hellos work. Or if somebody's doing creeper noises or something. Some will have actual explosions, other ones will just hiss and fizzle. Or there's a variety of different spider sounds, because they all just pull from a folder. And Minecraft spider sounds, that is. And so, on that note, I've been collecting oops noises, and some of them are really good. Like, not good, but interesting. Some of them are really, really bad. And I just wanted to avoid the derp that just about everybody uses. If you do hashtag derp, you'll know what I mean. It's got a little song to it. And some people use a truncated, shortened version of that song, and some people use the long one. But it seemed like everybody and their dog was doing it, so I wanted to avoid being the same, So now we're doing the other side, which is not entirely done in reverse, but it might as well be. Sometimes I think that the instruction designers write the instructions to amuse themselves, so that it's not always exactly the same. because they could have said just do this twice and then put it in backwards. I'm sure there's some sort of real consistency point for it. This one. I'm actually trying to see if I can get this second wall done before the top of the hour. That would make sense. I should be able to if I don't talk too much. But I'd rather talk. So, yeah. We'll see. I can't actually go super overtime today because I need to have lunch a little bit earlier than usual. Got stuff to do this afternoon. Okay. Windows, windows, windows. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox has ordered the replacement parts for the printing errors on this train. The pieces have not arrived yet, but we'll have to get those onto the train when that happens. So 2 of the tiles have spelling errors on them. Yeah, go Lego. Spelling errors. But I guess that's not a huge deal. So we ordered what we thought was the right tile. Turns out it wasn't, so we had to order a different set, and hopefully we'll be able to get it. But the thing is, the earlier one, when we tried to order the tile, it was the file, or the part number was in their log of bricks. Excuse me. But probably, or we're guessing because of the error in it, that they may not want people to have replacement tiles sent with the error still on it, that the part numbers, as referenced in the manual, are not actually in LEGO's database to be able to say, hey, missing or damaged part. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox had to try and contact customer service with a very small set of characters, meaning that, like, I think they only allowed them, what do you say, 33 or something like that, characters to be able to explain what your problem was. So, yeah, we're trying to order 2 different tiles times 4 of them each. And we're not sure that just simply saying something like, you know, Orient Express tile misprint is going to be enough. And Orient Express is long enough terminology that I'm not even sure if that would have fit. I didn't count. So yeah, it took him a little while to get that, to figure out how to make the request short enough. And he said he had stuff in his cart and had to pull it out and then put it back. Excuse me, itchy. Had to pull it out and put it back several times just to try and keep shortening the message over and over and over again. The restart worked! Yay! The ship shall be launched and the pirate shall take to the internet waves. All right. So we did get the second one done. Let's see if we can get it attached. Okay, let's do this sideways. I'm just going to make sure it's stuck together. Give this a good push. You can see that it's not quite cooperating today. There. Okay, barely. All right, so got the windows on. I do like how they attempt to maximize the interior space on the inside of the train, because the way the windows are designed, there's a depth to them. You guys have probably seen this before, but there's more depth on the inside of the window frame than there is on the outside. So it's kind of neat how they've chosen to do that. Makes it easier to deal with minifigs on the inside. Hello! Welcome on in, Lord Snell. Welcome, welcome. We've got 5 minutes left. And they've got another bag to do, so let's start taking that apart, and we'll at least see if we can get the minifig made. Welcome in, North Carol. Welcome in, Raiders. I appreciate that you decided to come by. What were you up to today? I am curious to know. I'm just chilling, sorting Lego. So, okay, so we're going to put the when they come to it, we're going to put the incorrect tiles on. But I'm just trying to see if I can find out which ones they are, just to show you real quick. There we go.
Oh, hello there!
So for those that know about the city spellings, this München is supposed to have an umlaut over the U. That's fixable with paint if I really needed to. But this one, Bucharest, is actually supposed to have two C's. So that's a definite replacement. And they're printed tiles, they're not stickers in this case. Showing Tom the Dragons and Portals add-on. Ooh! Good plan, yeah. Dragons and Portals sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. 3, 4. 2, 4, 5. 6. 7. 8. There we go. I don't need the blue one in. There's only one. There is only one. There's only 2 of these gray ones, so I'll pull them out. Dragons take flying to a whole new level. I can imagine. That'd be awesome. Taking off on the back of a dragon, I assume. All right. As you can see, we're working on the Orient Express train. You caught us at the end of the stream, so we won't be live for too much longer. But it's definitely... I'm looking for the parts, all of the parts to the minifig, which is great because we've got them here except for the head is in the mini bag. We're going to do the sides and the roof of the train. Sure, have a good stream. Have a good walk with your dog as well. All right. As I said, we're probably going to get just this sorted and then get our way into... Ooh. Really have all of those? Okay. Guess I have 2 trays full. Fine. There's a lot of them. Which, I mean, it's a happy, sad moment, only in that I know that it means once we've got the roof on this one, we're onto the engine, which is the third part of this. And I'm enjoying the build enough, I don't want it to end. I'm enjoying this train quite a lot. But hey, as you guys saw, we have plenty of other Lego in the pipe. Plenty. Okay. Okay, so let's get these. We can get the lady built for sure and for certain. And let's grab a bigger tray. Close to one of the micro ones. Oops. Because of the way that these trays print with a little, like a lip on the edge, I'm just trying to not put the ones that are difficult to grab in the corners, because that just makes it more challenging. There. There, okay. So then we've got the little lady here. Got some lovely printing on both the front and back of her outfit. I quite like that. And then she's got 2 choices of heads. So just shove one of them on. So she's got sort of a smiley head on this side. You can see the body printing there. On the back, she's got sort of a smirking kind of head. I think I'm going to stick with the smiley one for now. And I missed that she should have the ruff. It's a bit like the backpack piece that we saw last night when Dadcraft was constructing his blind bag minifig. I think it was a harpy of sorts. This one reminds me quite a lot, actually, of a character from, I think it's Desmond, not Desmond. Yeah, something or other Desmond from Sunset Boulevard, as played by Glenn Close. Fantastic performance. Fantastic musical. Bit dark, but neat. So, I think it might be Viola Desmond as the character. And she is, the character is a washed up, I could say, a washed up silent movie star who wants to come back, wants to be popular again, so she hires some poor sap writer and gives him room and board because he's like broken, got no home and whatever. Unfortunately, he clues into what's going on and wants out, and she won't let him out. It gets kind of, yeah, ugly, I guess we'll say at the end. No major spoilers. Ooh, there we go. I think the name I have wrong, but anyways, that's what that character reminds me of. Very stylish head wrap and stuff. All right. So I think that is where we shall probably call it for today. Let's double check and see. Oh, my cheaty button didn't work today. Go back the other way. Refresh. Aha, we do indeed have a pirate sailing the open seas, or playing in Minecraft. That works too. At the moment, she's got words on stream up, but it looks like nobody really knows, actually. It says Dadcraft 73 patron server. I'm not sure what that means these days because it could be any of 5. So who knows? So give you one quick look through what we've built today. So we've got the mirrored sections for the little sink on this end. And then we've got the bathroom on this end, which has like the water closet with the toilets and the hand sink. We've got a typing, like an office zone in the center. A little couch. Lovely big bed with I believe it's supposed to be an art reflection of what you see in the rest of the train. So like a mirror, but predictable. And then on this side, we have got ourselves a couple of twin bunk beds and a backgammon set with their little washstand in the corner. So that's where we are, ending for today. I don't know what day we're going to do Lego next. Tomorrow we'll be back doing something Minecrafty. I'm not sure particularly what, but that's the plan. And in the meantime, let's get this raid started off to Poodle. So I want to say thank you very, very much for those that came in on the raids. And thank you very much, ITT Tom and Lord Snarl for giving us those raids. Maybe. Speaking of raids, okay. Today. Aha, there we go.
Mischief managed.
Mischief managed indeed. So, long story made short, thank you ever so much for coming by. I also want to say thank you to everybody who gave gift subscriptions, including Fantastic Sherlock Fox, Mama Bear, and Yellow. You guys are all crazy people, and I love you to bits. So thank you very much, Tom, as well, for the cheer. I really do appreciate that. That was quite the treat. And thank you for the raids, as pointed out earlier. Also, thank you very much for clue spending from Gary and Terrier Darts. The Hype Train conductors today, of course, were ITT Tom and Yellow. And our moderation team included Fantastic Sherlock Fox, Neon Traveler, and PP Zerk, as well as a conversation from Gary, Tom, Yellow, Mama Bear, Metalhead, Zeroed, Ooh, G Silas, Carrying with Colors, Distort Mania, Max Money, ITT Bot, CJRV Williams, Lord Snarl, Dadcraft, Poodle Pirate, ooh, Melissa Moser, CJ Bot, Terrier Darts, Casual Carrot. I'd figure that stream stickers thing out. So anyways, thank you everybody for coming by, and we will head on over to the pirate, and I will see you on the piratey side. Have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.